He's been a headliner here at Caroline's, and we love him. It's our guy, Fen Friends. Clap it up for yourselves one time. Clap for yourselves.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Fen and Friends podcast. Tonight, boy, do I have a friend for you. Not only is this woman a writer, an actor, a touring comedian, she is also a mother and my good friend. Start clapping for the lovely and talented Ashima Franklin, everybody. Ashima Franklin in the building.
I love that introduction.
Man,
that was so nice.
Thank you. I'm so excited to have you here, man.
Yeah.
I think I first met you about 7 years ago, maybe 7 to 6 years ago.
Okay.
And I was just in awe with like your work ethic and everything you was doing. I seen you at the Lindenwood Diner. You was headlining. You killed it on that show.
That was with Ray DeJean?
With Ray DeJean
at the
Lindenwood Diner. You
yes.
had the Wednesday and the Thursday, sold out nights, man. And I was just like, who is this girl? And I know I'm like so giddy right now, but I'm excited because your demeanor, you are who you are. When you came in as a new comic, watching you work, you invited me to what they call the comics table. You said sit down, have a seat, and from then on we was like tapped in from there. So I just want to thank you for that. That meant a lot to me, watching somebody at your level just take us in and say have a seat. Can't wait to watch you perform. So that meant a lot to me.
Thank you. All that was at the diner?
All of that was at the diner.
Oh, okay. I think I kind of remember that. We was kind of like in that little booth area.
Little booth area. Yeah, you brought me in and we've been friends ever since, man.
I appreciate that. It's always important to be kind.
Yeah.
Always.
Mm-hmm.
I know what it's like on both ends to not be kind and have somebody not be kind to you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you just never know who you're going to meet. And comedy can be a lot. So it's important to embrace.
Yeah, they say the same people you see on the way up is the same people you see on the way back down. So it's kind of good to just have that natural personality. Yeah. But it's also just good to be kind regardless of whatever level.
Yeah, just be kind.
Just be kind.
Be kind in the store. Be kind in the car. Be kind wherever. Yeah.
Coming from Alabama, did you always knew you was gonna be like this, like mega star comic or like
mega star comic?
To me, I don't know. But did you always know you wanted to be a comedian?
I did. I knew that I wanted to be in entertaining. Mm-hmm. I come from a family background, a lot of educators, a lot of people go off to college, nurse, just the way I was raised was you got to go to college in order to be anybody and to have anything. And I used to always tell my mom, I'm going to Hollywood. I'm going to be an actress. I'm going to be this big deal.
Then the plumbers on the wall is nice and all.
Right. I mean, I understand you want me to learn how to count, but I want to act. And so, and I've always been in performing arts since like 5th grade.
Yeah, but because you started your comedy career in Atlanta, right? So making that transition from Alabama to Atlanta to being a female, wasn't that what was that like?
Well, I got to Atlanta, I had got a job with AirTran Airways, which was an airline back in the day or whatever. That's how, because I was working in the hotel business and I was checking in this lady, her name is Pansy Montgomery. I always say she's my guardian angel because she literally gave me a job for me checking her into the hotel. She's like, you ever thought about being a flight attendant? How about I hire you, bring you to Atlanta for the training? And boom, that's how I got to Atlanta.
Nice.
Now, the twist to that story is I didn't get the job as a flight attendant.
What?
Yes. I did the training for 6 weeks, took the test every day for 6 weeks. For 6 weeks, you have to make at least 90% on each test in order to keep going.
What was your grade?
So I made 90% on each test until I got to the final. I changed an answer. I had the right answer the first time and got an 89.
Damn.
So I did not get the job, did not get paid, had to call down to Alabama and tell my people not to come to my little graduation.
Yeah.
And so one of my friends took me to the comedy club to cheer me up. Took me to Uptown. And it's just so crazy because I was in Uptown this is where I'm supposed to be. This is like, I had never been in a real life.
You don't need no book for this. You don't need a study for this. This is life right here.
Right. And it was really what I wanted to do. And I had never been in a real life comedy club. I had been to a comedy show, but I never been in a comedy club. So I came back and I got a job at the comedy club.
Wow. Did you like feel that when you made that call home that you didn't get the job, did you feel that you was letting anybody down?
Yes. I felt embarrassed. I felt, my mom is the type of person you don't fail.
Yeah.
That's just how she taught us.
Yeah.
So failing was like never an option. So I dreaded that phone call.
So question, I guess, like how strong is like your faith during that transition?
I mean, when I think back on it now, it had to be pretty strong because I stayed. I had nowhere to live. I had met a guy that was in flight attendant school with me, and me and him had kind of buddied up or whatever so that we could help each other study. So just in that 6 weeks, we had created a bond. Well, he already lived in Atlanta. He was like, you don't have to go back to Alabama. You can crash with me. So, like I said, I got a job at the comedy club, and I got another job. I'm a hustler. You know what I'm saying? One thing I can do is get a job and talk myself into some shit. So I just got a job at another hotel, and I grinded that shit out.
I feel like those are like your dream angel. I feel like you was never supposed to get that job. You were supposed to end up at that. And sometimes the fact that if we don't do it, the universe or God is gonna do it for you. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna place you there. So now you're working there, like you got the job. Like how's that like? Because you're still a female in Atlanta, like they're not talking to you nice probably.
So I get a job at the comedy club. Now I go to the comedy club and I tell the owner, his name is Mr. Craig, that I wanted to do comedy. So I'm thinking he gonna have me working in the office, answering phones or something. He's like, all right, well, you need to be a waitress. You need to be on the floor so you can watch and learn. And man, it was the best 3 years of my life. Because working the comedy club is just when you love it. I'm seeing everybody. The staff is cool. I mean, we come to work to make money and laugh.
Funny, I did the same exact thing, but Ultra Universes. When I quit my job in Charlotte, North Carolina, the only place I could do was work. I asked the Comedy Zone owners, can I work there? And because I was their regular guy, they gave me a job, and I was seeing people. I knew sections of the club that I didn't know as being a comic. I knew the food menu like the bottom of my head. And then I'm seeing comics coming in, like mainstream comics, D.L. Hughley, Peter Buck. They're just coming in, and I'm like, whoa.
You are literally coming to work to have a good time. Yeah. And everybody who work at the comedy club just cool as shit. Like everybody is like staff have another agenda. That's just kind of like when you serving anyway. Serving to me is, it don't matter what you're doing, it just kind of helps you get by because you can create your own schedule and you can make good money if you serving in a good.
If you're doing your thing.
Yeah, if you're doing your
personality, thing. I know you was racking it up. They was hating on you.
Oh man, I used to make and Uptown and still is the premier comedy club in Atlanta. So we was open 7 days a week. We had Tripping on Tuesday. That's with Grand Hustle. You had open mic night with a guy that was on the radio on Wednesday, and then Thursday was somebody else from the radio. Then Friday, Saturday, Sunday was just crazy.
How long did it take you to get your like comedy chops? This is something you never did before. You're just coming in the field. I know you're working there, but it's like how long did it take you to be like, yo,
Now I will say this. I had an advantage as far as stage presence because I have been on stage since I was like 5 years old. I never had a problem with talking in front of people. And I've been in Broadway plays and stuff. So the stage thing I had, I just wanted to put that out there.
Yeah, some people just got it.
You know what I'm saying? It was just born to me. Yeah. But no, so I would do other open mics around the city before I got on Uptown stage. So it took me them 3 years to get on Uptown stage. So I really started as far as getting on stage at Cat's Cafe, Taboo 2, The Pearl. Shout out to Maurice Sims, who had a lot of rooms then. And so it took me probably about 3 years, and then finally Pat Brown. Shout out to Pat Brown.
I know Pat.
She was one of the house MCs at the time, and she put me up on Uptown stage for the first time. Uptown used to have like 3 shows on Friday, Saturday night. I went up on like the 3rd show on the Saturday night.
What time was that? Like around like 12?
Yeah, it was like midnight. Yeah. So that midnight crowd, you know, they the late night crowd.
They drinking crazy.
Yes.
Yeah. She put you for that smoke.
Yeah. She threw me to the wolves, but I did good for that. You know what I mean? So yeah. And
you know, when I see you, you're one of the few comics, and this needs to happen more of, but you're one of the few comics that's a female, but they don't say you're a female comic. They say Ashima Franklin, the comic.
Yeah.
And when I hear that, it tells me that, hey, she messes with everybody. Like she gives everybody that work. So because you put the guys to shame. Like I've seen it. So when you get that title, like when did you know that you was like her? Like,
oof, I don't think I still know that I'm her, but I love being addressed as a comic.
Yeah.
I don't like seeing or hearing like when guys have a show, it's just a show, right?
Yeah.
But when it's a female, when there's a group of females on the show, it's the ladies the ladies night, the queens of this. Why can't it just be a freaking... Can you cuss on your show?
Yeah.
Why can't it be a fucking show? You know what I'm saying? So I just never identified as even though I am a female, I'm a black female. I want to say that I don't identify as a black female, but I am a fucking comic. I am a stand-up comic.
You are, man. You are.
Yeah.
And like, I was like, just like as a friend, like when I met you, right? And like, seeing you going on tours, seeing you doing the Netflix house parties, seeing you doing your TV shows, it's like, to me, as a friend, I feel like, oh my God, like that's mean doors is open and we next.
Right.
How does it feel to you being in it, you know? Or do you even get the chance to experience it? It happens so fast.
You know what? I have to be honest with you, and I'm pretty sure you probably can relate to this. Like, being in it does not seem like it's enough. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I was like, all right, I did Ready to Love. Yeah, I did Netflix. Yeah, I've been on tour, but I still don't feel, and maybe this is something that we all need to work on, because, you know, if I was to leave here today or tomorrow, then I did that shit.
Yeah, you did
know what I'm saying?
But we always want more. And what's next?
Yeah,
and it's like,
it still never feel like it's
feel
that
like,
pop.
Yeah.
And it don't feel like it's that pop because my bank account don't say it's that.
Facts. Like, you're doing it, but like we don't have the material, not the materialistic stuff, but we don't have the stuff that would deem you're successful
for what we feel like is success. And I mean, and it is the fucking money for me.
Yeah,
it's the money.
You deserve it.
The money is what's going to make me feel like, okay, I did this shit at the highest level I can do it.
Yeah.
And right now, I don't see the money. I'm grateful for the opportunities, and I know every opportunity you have is an opportunity to level up. But when I'm sitting back not worried about a motherfucking thing, then come back and ask me how I feel.
You got your big backyard. You got the sweets in the
When I'm like, excuse me, chop. Give me chopped cheese and my water.
That's dope. I think we all battled through that, and I think with social media it doesn't help at all too. I think that kind of makes it a little worse. I know, speaking for me, like sometimes I feel like, damn, I'm not doing enough, and it's like,
I wish we could go back to where we could not see how rich people was living.
Right?
You know what I'm saying? Back to where you could just see it on Cribs or Lifestyle as a rich and famous. But the fact that we can see,
it's like, no, there's money out here
on an everyday basis. Yeah, man, we gotta.
There's money out here.
Social media got us fucked up.
But what I do see that's a testament that's gonna help you change it. I see when you're one of the few comics that I see after your show, you stick around, you taking pictures with everybody, you're hugging everybody. Everybody feels like family with your set. Was that always in you? Were you always like the people person in school or the popular girl? Like,
I I guess you could say popular. It's just I'm really a true Southern woman. I'm from Mobile, Alabama. That's how my family is. If I was to bring you around my family, you would literally be around people full of Ashimas, male and female. Yeah. Everybody's gonna embrace you. Everybody's gonna show love. They're gonna want to feed you. That's how
like
I
if
was.
He's not talking, you be like, why is he not talking over there? Come
right,
over there.
right. They gonna joan on you. You gotta have some tough skin. You walk in the door, they gonna be like, where you get this little ass nigga from, or whatever, And then my mama like, come on, bring your little ass in, get you something to eat. That's just how I was raised. It's just naturally in me to be like that. And feeding people is how I show love. That's why all the comics, when they do come to Atlanta, where my house is or whatever, if you come over my house, it's something on the stove.
Nice.
It's some pots rattling, as my son say.
Nice.
He is just, when it comes to food and eating, Mimi Simpson just told me this yesterday. Like Ashton, he has requests.
Yeah.
He already, when I come home, I'm coming home on Saturday. He already texted me yesterday his full menu for next week.
We're both parents in this comedy game. How has having like a son like motivated you in your like career of comedy?
Well, it has motivated me. Oh my God, because I started comedy. I was pregnant. I didn't even know I was pregnant with Ashton. I started in like April of 2018. I had Ashton in December, so I was barely telling jokes. Had Ashton, so he's always been a part of the journey.
Yeah.
So
you was Amy Wong before Amy Wong. Let me stop.
Right. So he's just always been a part of that motivation. Now that I think about it, but from the trenches up into now. So now I think about how far we've come.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then you're on the road, you're out, you're making ends meet. Like, does he see the if you was to ask him, do you know what your mama do? Like, what would he say? Oh,
he does, and he's so used to it, he's not impressed.
Yeah.
Like, people have asked him, why you didn't tell me Shima Franklin was your mama? And he was like, because that's my mom.
Yeah.
Like, he's never been impressed by it. It's just always been our job to him.
You know what's funny? Everybody asks me, like, why do I do stuff like this, Fen Friends podcast or Spin the Block? And I always say my biggest flex would be, one day my daughter's gonna want Ashima Franklin tickets at Madison Square Garden.
Right.
And I wanna just be able to text you and be like,
and flex.
Yeah, and then we get the ticket and you're like, you know Ashima?
Right.
Because they never liked the dad. They never cared. But they're like, you know Ashima. I'm like, yeah, I know a lot of people.
I think I may have had that moment before with Ashton, maybe with one person he wanted to meet, because he likes but he's 14, he likes the internet people. You know what I'm saying? But here's a kid that grew up in the house with his mom, Ashima Franklin, Clayton English coming over on a regular day, Chris Smokey Jones, Mimi Simpson, everybody, been in my house. He's been around literally legends.
Yeah, legends.
I don't even think he realizes it.
Yeah.
He just be like, hey, y'all,
it's all motion.
I'm in my room playing the game.
It's all motion.
Yeah.
Like, hearing all like the positivity and your whys. Did you ever for the listeners, did you ever feel like quitting? Did you ever feel like...
Oh, all the time. I thought about quitting 2 days ago. I be like, fuck, I need a husband. I can't wait to get a rich husband so I can say, you know what? Fuck this shit. Yeah. I do it when I feel like doing it. But yes, all those are natural feelings. I feel like quitting sometimes. I get discouraged sometimes. I get insecure sometimes. But the most important thing is to have a great support system and to stay grounded. Yeah. And I'm blessed to have that.
Yeah. And when I see you on stage, your energy and your jokes, and even what you write about, it just shows. It's very infectious, very infectious. Did you have any regrets in the comedy game?
I used to say, and I still have said this, and I hate to use the word regret. I wish I had saw this earlier in my life. I started at 28, but I wish I would have known that I could really leave Alabama and go to New York or Atlanta or California to pursue this at 19 or 20 years old. I just didn't know that it could be done, that it was a possibility.
But now you're the beacon at the end of the tunnel for an Alabama kid that wants to be an entertainer. Like, yo, get out! I'm here. This is the way. Like, take a risk. Like, you know.
And that's what I do when I meet younger people, especially when I go home and people tell me that, hey, you know, this is something I want to do. I tell them immediately, you got to get out of the mobile. You know, and I just, you know, I wish I had known that or maybe had that help to do that.
Yeah, that's amazing. But I'm like, what would be the ultimate, like, Ashima Franklin made it, the picture would look like this?
The ultimate Ashima Franklin.
And we went through the money, but I'm just talking about just
we gonna
like
still throw the money there. We're gonna start with the money first.
Yeah, we start with the money. Yeah, but I want to hear it. I want to see it.
My sitcom.
Ooh, nice.
You know, like literally my sitcom that's about my life. You know, like what my life is now. You know, with me being a stand-up comedian, a single mom, also sharing a son with a very well-known comic, and just so my own sitcom, my own late night show like Jimmy Fallon, but mine would be on like HBO because we're gonna be a little bit more raw. You know what I'm saying? Like how the Chris Rock show was, and then I have my friends on, and I'm able to employ my friends.
I can see that.
My own stand-up show where I give opportunities to underground stand-up comics. And the only rule on my stand-up show is be funny. I don't give a fuck what you talk about. You can talk about transgender mama, baby, daddy,
don't care about
sister.
the followers.
I don't get about no followers.
You funny, come on this stage. We
That's
got
it.
you.
That's it. That's the only thing we give a fuck about. So that and just being able to just create opportunities. You know, my own studio, my own production company, you know, my own agent, my own clubs, you know, all of that.
I can see that. I can see that.
All of that. My own wine. Since everybody knows that I drink wine, I have to say, every time I do a podcast or I'm a guest on somebody's show, they make sure I have wine. I don't know if that means I'm an alcoholic or
no. You see, the white wine to me, I felt like you always drank it because to me, white wine symbolizes, you know, smoothness, class, quality, strong. You know what I mean? And I feel like every time you come on stage, you embody all of that, man. And just to me, like even just watching, like I feel like I'm very like a good comic.
You are a wonderful comic.
When I see you on stage, I'm like, I don't want to follow you. Okay. No, you be on 10. Guys, we're gonna roll the clip. We're gonna roll the clip on this segment of her, just a little something of her going off. So y'all guys gotta see, y'all guys gotta see the electricity in this woman because she's so amazing, and you're definitely gonna get everything you deserve.
Yeah, I had got gay one time though. That's why I was asking. I had got gay one time. Yeah, I had got gay after the pandemic and shit, you know. I ain't had no man during the pandemic, you know what I'm saying? Niggas had to hurt my feelings. Bitch was hitting on me. I was like, you know what? Fuck it, I'm finna get gay. Yeah, I tell y'all, Laugh Factory, I was gay. Sure was. I was motherfucking gay. Right if it was still my turn to eat some pussy. I was like, hold on, bitch, wait a minute. We need to go to Sunday school. I thought we were just gonna bump these cats. I ain't know I had to eat no pussy too, bitch. I didn't see that in the gay contract, bitch. I thought I was gonna lay here and make a snow angel, bitch. I didn't know I had to. That bitch put her pussy in my face. I punched that bitch in the pussy. Get your nasty gay ass out of here. Told that bitch I'm gay from the waist up. This is my gay up here.
I have certain segments on this show, right?
Okay.
And one of the segments is, it's called Talk to Me Nice, right?
Okay.
So Talk to Me Nice is one of these outlandish dreams that you may have, that when you accomplish, this person or the world or whatever, they're gonna have to talk to you nice. Like you just, when they see you on that billboard, is it the O2 Arena? Is it like wherever they see you, like, yeah, they need to talk to me nice. That's it's not a money thing. It's just it's a flex thing. It's what would be your talk to me nice moment? Everybody in Alabama see you come off the plane. I don't know. I don't want to speak for you, but I'm excited about this.
I mean, well, you know, I don't know if you know, but this year, I wanted people to stop addressing me as Ashima. Some people have embraced Miss Franklin.
I like that.
Yes, I want to be called Miss Franklin.
I like that.
So I don't know if did you know that I wanted to be addressed as Miss Franklin?
Nah.
Yeah, I made a post about it. I've been very verbal about addressing me as Miss Franklin, and I will give credit to Aretha Franklin for that.
Oh.
I'm a huge Aretha Franklin fan, and you just couldn't be walking up on Aretha calling her Aretha. You have to call her Miss Franklin.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, so
and that's the southernness it is too, Miss Franklin.
It is. So talk to me nice.
The world is calling you Miss
When the entire world is calling me Miss Franklin.
Okay.
And I mean the entire world.
All right.
Everybody.
I love it.
Even when I go to heaven,
I love
Jesus
it.
is going to be like, Miss Franklin.
I love it.
This is your cloud.
Yeah.
These are your wings.
I love it. I love it.
So when everybody is calling me Miss Franklin.
Another one I have is who has to pay? Meaning, again, it's not a money thing, but somebody may have didn't believe in you. Somebody probably told you wasn't gonna make it. Somebody said, yo, you're not just funny. Oh, you just looks, you just beauty. Oh, the only reason why you're on stage is because you work at Atlanta. Who has to pay when you get in all these movies,
Lord.
these deals, these billboards? Who has to
do
pay?
we have time? Do we have time? Because there's plenty of you motherfuckers gonna have to eat dirt. I call it eat fucking dirt. Damn paying. I want to see that spoon full of dirt go in your mouth, and I want to see you chew it and swallow it. I will say, motherfuckers in LA, Atlanta, who you motherfuckers gonna have to eat dirt, and you know who you are. You know who you are.
Yeah. So you've encountered people that's like kind of would sometimes when people see the star in you, they would try to like stifle it or like not make you see it as fast. Yeah. So have you seen that happen in your career?
Mean, yeah, I've had a agent who shall remain nameless say that when they saw me, they did not see star in me.
Oh. Yeah, they gotta pay.
Gotta eat dirt.
They gotta pay.
I'm talking about just dirt that's got a little mud and this little wet dirt, like sand dirt, like little clay.
Yeah, little rocks.
And you cannot drink no water behind it for like an hour.
Little rocks in it.
Yeah.
Also, just from hearing your story, everything, like, tell us, like, obviously all of that is fun and games and all of that, which is real facts too. But what is like your why in this comedy game?
My why?
Yeah, your why. Like, what keeps you going even through all the hardships, even through all the setbacks, the not feeling like it's not enough. Like,
my why, one of my whys, I have several whys. My why is, number one, is because I love it. I fucking love it.
Yeah.
I love it. You have to love it to do this. My other why is because it is so hard and everybody can't do it, it drives me more to do it. Comedy is hard as fuck. And that's why it doesn't matter what you do as far as entertainment. Everybody wants to trickle over to comedy. Even if you in sports or whatever, it's something that everybody wants to do, because do you know what it takes to make a room full of people laugh? That means that you are literally hypnotizing them. They're really laughing at your mind, your thoughts, what you're thinking. You know what I mean? That's a lot to bring.
Even like actors, like during the writer's strike, they want to hop on stage now and do comedy and all of this stuff. It's like everybody wants to come and
everybody wants to at some point tiptoe over it here, because secretly everybody wants to do it because it is so fucking hard. And I always say that comedy is like the hardest thing you could do in entertainment. We don't have no backup dancers, we don't have no music, we don't have no singers. It's just you and that microphone. So one of my second why is because it's so hard and everybody can't do it, and I'm so glad that I'm good at it.
Yeah. I see that I don't know, I see that Alabama kid that don't know like what to do, but knows he wants to be an entertainer or she wants to be an entertainer, and reading your story, and it's gonna be like something like really.
But I always knew I was funny. That's one thing I always had, was funny.
Confidence.
Like, I wasn't popular in school because of my looks or anything like that. People knew me because I was funny. One, because the boys liked me. One, because I was a straight A student. I could get away And I'm just, people love to laugh. And I could just get through so many doors just on the personality.
In this game, though, in this game of comedy, like, that's often, you know, sexualized, or often they just put people on stage because they're pretty or whatever. How did you make clubs, owners, producers see the pure talent in you without all of that?
Well, I mean, I still have to deal with all of that, you know. I mean, I am an attractive woman. I know that. So I think when you just still learn how to be that attractive woman, but be about business.
Yeah.
And if me doing that I end up being a bitch in the path of that, that's really based on you.
Yeah,
because I'm not a bitch. If you make me be a bitch, I'll be a bitch.
You got your morals, you got your standards, you got everything. So,
but I also, at the same time, I know how to use my pretty.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But because I know one thing, when I get on that stage, you're not gonna say I'm on that stage just because I'm pretty.
Yeah.
But have I used my pretty to get on stage? You're fucking right. I use my pretty to get all type of shit.
Yeah.
I just used my pretty a couple of days ago. I got 2 TVs for $200. I got a 65 and a 43 inch.
Damn.
Using my pretty. So
I don't think I call myself a sex symbol. Nothing. I ain't get shit. Nothing worked for me yet. I haven't got nothing yet. I don't know.
But so you know.
That's amazing. That's amazing. What I was gonna say again is that hearing your story is more. What like advice would you give to every comic, you know, out there trying to pursue a dream that can kind of see far away, miles away from Alabama to LA? Like, what would you say?
You want to start doing comedy? Don't quit your job. Damn that starving artist shit. The bills still got to be paid. Stay on stage. Do all the open mics. Network with the comics. Comics book comics. That's why it's so important to have a relationship with comics. When we couldn't have promoters, when you can't depend on promoters and agents and all these other things and places to book you, it's important to know the fucking comics. Do you know how many times you have saved me? You sit here talking about how I embraced you. It's been so many times that you have saved me.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I booked stuff because you were bringing me here.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? I'd never done a city winery in New York. I did that because of you.
Killed it.
It's give and take. It's I help you, you help me.
Yeah. I think with this game, especially like coming from a family with everybody's college and everybody's doing great accolades, and we took a road of entertainment that's not guaranteed, and to wake up every day and still like say, yo, nah, I'm gonna do this without all of the fluff that goes with it. Like I have a strong like faith, and I believe in like the universe. I believe in God. I believe in like all of that stuff. But it's like, for when it's not going well and everything, like I remember I graduated Penn State. I'm gonna get you real. I graduated Penn State.
Okay.
I have a lot of peers that bought houses, got married.
Yeah.
They're in the corporate, climbing the corporate ladder and all of that stuff. You seen it within your family.
Yes.
So like
siblings.
siblings. So like, what made you like stay the course? Like that's powerful to stay. Nah, I don't care how I'm going through it. I'm gonna go through it.
Right. Well, I have to say, I have to go back to the fact that I loved it so much, and then after 5 years, and this can happen. Sometimes it happens on the, but after 5 years of doing comedies, when I got on tour with Cat, and he showed me. The highest. And some, you know,
after 5 years.
After 5 years, at the Ritz-Carlton, I'm on private jets, I'm on tour buses, but he used to always say, I want you to see and tell everybody who he take on tour. I want y'all to see that you can really get this goddamn money doing this.
And that's a testament, again, that's powerful, because that's a testament to you. With seeing all of that and experiencing that side of the world, you never change your character. You've always been, if anything, you're even more inviting and more humbling. Like, yo, fam, you gonna get this jet? Trust me, this jet is nice. Like, the way you talk and motivate, like, that's something that, even though we was talking about that money talk earlier, money is not something that defines it from Ashima Franklin. I think what defines you, to me, and I hope the audience is seeing this too, is that you are truly that Southern belle that just wants like greatness, like just to
Yeah.
put greatness upon the world. Like that's what I feel like.
Yeah, and I think that, and just with what you just said, like, you know, you have been there and you still so humble because at the same time, yeah, I have been there, but at the same time, sometimes it lasts.
Yeah.
It's work.
Yeah, it's work.
That's what you have to look at. You can very much so get an opportunity right now, Fen. Kevin Hart could call you right now and say, hey, man, I'm about to take you on a 100-city tour. You still need to remain that same humbleness that you are now because that is just work, baby.
It's just work.
The goal
I like
and
how
the
you said
key
that's just
is-
work, baby.
It
feels real.
Yeah, that's just work, baby. The key to it is to be kind and be a good person and stay humble so that so the work can stay consistent. Because see, you can lose your ass and a motherfucker won't fuck with you no more because you done gave everybody your ass to kiss.
Yeah, but I feel like this is probably something that we're not tapped. I feel like these traits are coming from like home bed, like your mom or your dad. Like I don't know, like is it coming from family?
But it's coming from experience. I'm gonna tell you, when I first got on tour, now I thought I wasn't gonna never see none of you niggas ever again in life. I was like, sayonara.
The charcuterie boards.
See ya. Wouldn't wanna be your loser, so long, sucker.
The charcuterie boards.
But you know, I had to be humbled. A lot of things that I talk about is because my mama always say, Shima, you always had to be my child. They had to learn based off experience.
Yeah.
I could never try to tell you and warn you. I tried to warn you, but you still had to go bump your head. You still had to experience it to be like, damn, that stove is hot, but I had to touch it.
I love that.
She said it's hot, but I still had to, shit,
I love that.
That is hot.
I love that.
That's how I am. So I speak on experience. I lost my ass at one time.
Yeah.
I thought I was the shit.
I think, you know, because I had a chill segment, right? The chill segment, and I think the chill segment of today is don't lose your head, people. No matter how far you go, or no matter how much success you may see, don't lose your head. Chill and remain the same you that you were, that got you there.
Yes.
Chill.
What I just said, it's just work, baby.
It's just work.
It's
baby.
just work, baby.
It's just
But
work.
you just want that work to continue, so that's why you have to be a good person for it too. Yeah, you have to.
I love it. I love it. You know.
But yeah, some of my friends, K-Dub, shout out to K-Dub, me and him laugh about it to this day. He was like, yeah, you thought, you weren't answering the phone. You done left a nigga. Bought your ass right home back.
You had the person waiting for you with your sign, Miss Franklin, when you got up the airway.
But when that tour was over, I had to come back.
Yeah.
I had to come back home.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, that was Cat Williams' tour.
Yeah.
That wasn't my tour. That wasn't my name in lights. You know, you still have to. If you get big opportunities, you still have to work. You still have to come out. You still have to be amongst your peers and your people.
But tell them that even the traveling from New York to LA to Atlanta to DC, like constant traveling on the road is not easy. Like how do you maintain that like work-life balance and stuff like that, you know?
You know, you have to. I'm so thankful that I came into comedy kind of like right before the social media thing. So I still have that old school work ethic when it comes to comedy. Like you have to take yourself on runs. You know, that's why I can go to any state city I want to, because I've built a relationship with comics. I go on runs. You know, you call down there like you know, when you come to Atlanta, you call me. You know, I'm gonna set you up a run. You knew that, you know, LA. You know, you network and you have to use those contacts to work and to get opportunity. It's just a must.
The power of relationships by Miss
You meet
Franklin.
somebody from Detroit. You call down there, yo, what's the work down there in Detroit? And you set up a run. And when you set up a run, you might have to take yourself there. You might have to put yourself up, but you also, you invested in your business. Because then you never know who gonna see you, they're gonna bring you back.
Yeah, I love that. Invest in yourself, take that risk,
Yes.
build those relationships, follow back on those relationships.
Yes, those people
build
gonna
the
call
run.
you, yo, I saw you in Detroit, such and such, yo, I'm gonna bring you.
Build the run.
That's how it happens.
Yeah, build the run.
I do. When shit gets slow, I still go on runs to this day.
create the run. I love it. I love that terminology.
If you got somewhere to stay, stay. If not, go on Priceline to get that flight. Go on Priceline to get that hotel.
Because I'm gonna
and take merch and have something to sell so you can make the dollars make sense.
To make the dollars make sense, and like not burning a bridge over, whatever those dollars were, because you made it make sense through your merch and everything else like that. So you're like, I'm not gonna burn this relationship because he's only paying me $100. I just made $300 off t-shirts, so it all evened out.
Exactly.
You know what
Exactly. Because see, you going to do what you say you going to do the library.
Yeah.
That's on a Thursday. Because I was thinking, well, I wonder if he gonna be there Monday. Because then you could do a show. I can get you on the show Monday. Yeah. That's some money. Tuesday, that's some money. Wednesday, that's some money. If you got something to sell, that's even more money.
Yeah. This has been such an amazing conversation, and a lot of things parallels that I didn't even know, like the working in the comedy club and stuff like that, and just your upbringing and being a mother and father. Everything is just so like powerful to me, and it's gonna be powerful. It's gonna be powerful to everybody else. It's gonna be powerful to everybody else when they see it. I had a big question that I wanted to ask you.
Come on, I got a big answer. Everybody know I like big.
So much life, so much. What is the number on the check that you're gonna say, you know what, I'm done?
Oh, that's a good question. I'm done.
I don't know. Some people has a number, and then they don't really want to do this comedy shit. They just got the number and they
What's
out.
the number on the check?
What's the number?
And I'm done.
And she like,
I'm talking about done. Okay, hold on. Goddamn. Hey, what's the number? I hope I speak this up. I hope it come tomorrow.
Yeah, for real. Let's speak it to the universe. Let's talk about it.
The number on the check. You know what? Okay. Done. Okay, so and my definition of done, I don't even know if I can use your definition, you the one to ask a question. To where I won't be doing this for money, because I still want to be an older lady telling jokes on stage, just because I just think it's just gonna be so fun.
Yeah.
Just because I get to be old and talk shit.
I see you shout out Lunel on your.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. But I want to be old and talk shit anyway.
Yeah.
I ain't got to be on stage to do that. So, but I'm done. I ain't got to fucking do this shit. I got to cuss when I say this number. Goddamn it.
Astronomical. Okay. Astronomical.
500 million.
Ooh, I love it.
I'm done, man. I don't give a... Fen? What's his name again? Sorry, don't know the guy.
Y'all heard it here. 500 million Franklins. I love that. 500 million.
Who's calling me? The Stand? No, I don't think I'm going to do that anymore.
500
the
million.
Seller out of Madison who? Square who? Nah, I'm chilling. I got my wine. I'm at the crib chilling. I'm not doing it.
500 million.
I take $500 million.
I love it.
And Miss Franklin.
And Miss Franklin.
And the world calling me Miss Franklin.
Yeah, they talking to you nice.
Talking to me nice. 500 million. I done had my shows.
Yeah, you had your shows.
I'm chilling.
Kid is good.
Grandbaby's
good.
Grandbaby's good. I actually came up with my grandson's name yesterday.
Oh, wow.
So my last name is Franklin. And my son's last name is Miller. Mm-hmm. So I figured that my son should name my this is so random. He should name my grandson Franklin.
Franklin, okay.
Yeah.
I got it.
He should name him after me, Franklin.
Mm-hmm.
That way his name could be Franklin Miller. He could be named after his grandma and granddad.
I love it.
This just sounds so important to me.
Dope. Not every day, you get a chance to, work with people that are so great, so inspiring, that seen all levels of this game and can give great advice, to the up and comers or to people that's doing it or currently doing it. To be able to call you a friend, you've helped me get on a couple shows as well. So, especially in LA, the LA run that you helped me get.
You did that. My boy did that. I was proud of you. You did the chocolate Sundays. And then you also did what?
The improv, and all of that. And Crack 'em Up Thursdays because of you.
And Crack 'em Up, and he beats. And then I told him, I said, nah, you go down here and you vouch for
you.
I threatened him like my mama. there is failure is not an option.
Yeah. You vouch for me, and I value our relationship with all my heart. And I just want to say thank you for doing this podcast.
Yes.
And I'm so happy that the audience get to see this side of you, this side of vulnerability, this side of, optimism, this side of people talking to you nice, this side of getting the bag first, this side of building relationships. Man,
this side of can't wait to get a rich husband.
Can't wait to get a rich husband, motherhood. Everything that you spoke about today was truly amazing.
This is the first podcast I hadn't done. I didn't cry. When it's like intimate like this, I usually can work up a tear, but this wasn't a teary interview.
Yeah, no, I love it, man, and I'm thankful we have Miss Franklin in the building, everybody. Thank you for tuning into the Fen Friends podcast. Subscribe, share. Let them know where they can find you at, too.
You all can find and follow me. Call me Miss Franklin is my Instagram.
Fact.
I don't tweet. I should tweet. I just don't know what it is with me and Twitter. I mean, I turned 40. I just felt like I was too old to tweet. Anyway, you can follow me on Facebook at Ashima Franklin and on, TikTok at Miss Franklin Funny. I think it's, Miss Franklin.
We'll put everything below, guys. So
because I'm still trying to work out this internet shit. I'm really just trying to make it on.
Thank you,
having
guys.
sex and telling jokes.
Thank you, guys. Like, subscribe, share. Thanks for tuning in. We're on Spotify. We're everywhere. Y'all just never dare. Thank you. We go by Fen Friends Podcast. Love y'all.
Daddy, I don't know, but I love you so much. My screen's not working to turn pictures on, so can you please do it tomorrow when I come home? Thank you, and make sure to call me when I get up, okay? Thank you, I'm getting up early. Thank you, Daddy, I love you so much.